recording and actually have the capture there. Happening on the Citadel. We are not yet a Spectre. Still running around trying to do some minor side stuff just because, you know, why not? I was doing some looking, and I do, in fact, have the full-on Platinum Trophy from Mass Effect 1, which we're starting out with, because we're going to just start in through the full series, because it makes me happy. Talk to this guy here, and his buddy, his business partner is the one who contracted us to, investigate all of the keepers. I believe there's one up here. That's an elevator. Yeah, there's a keeper. More terminal scanning, all that fun stuff.
Detective Chelik, come into my office. I want to discuss this in private. No offense, Commander, but what the hell were you thinking?
Sorry?
I don't follow you.
You could have blown Jenna's cover.
We were trying to help her.
I gathered that. It might seem cold letting her take all the risk, but we're keeping a close eye on her.
Is it worth it?
Do you really need to risk her life to get the information you want?
This job isn't easy and it's usually unpleasant. I'll take help anywhere I can find it. But since you're so concerned with her safety, maybe there's a way we can help each other.
Always thinking ahead, Detective?
As part of the job. Now, are you going to help me or not?
I'll help you, but I need some details.
I'm trying to track down an illegal
Not quite a high
arms
enough level to
producer.
be able to do
I just need some of their
the,
product.
that,
Thanks to
thank you for
Jenna's
that,
intel, I've learned
street
there's a
chicken.
seller here on the Citadel. Meet our man named Jax. Pick up the mods and bring them back here. That'll give me everything I need.
What
Why
makes
are
them
you so
illegal?
concerned about these mods?
We have access to some of the most sophisticated weaponry there is. It's what gives us our edge. What do you suppose happens when we lose that edge? These give criminals an advantage we can't afford to let them keep.
Can't talk this
I'll
Jax.
persuade Jax to tell me where these mods are coming from.
No. You tip Jax off and all my leads will disappear faster than you can say bad bust.
All right.
Where can I find this Jax?
Jax is down in the lower level of the markets. I'll send word through our channels that you're the buyer. Good luck, Commander.
Let's do a little bit of looky-looing.
Hello, Commander.
Oh, there you are. Have you spoken with Shorban yet?
Where is Shorban again?
Oh, I think you'll find him down in the wards, near the markets. Good luck.
So now we gotta go down to the wards again. Which I believe this was the route to get down to the wards exit. Yeah, the elevator to the wards.
Quarians messed up the whole galaxy when you let the Geth break free. Do your people ever talk about it?
Do the Krogan talk about starting a foolish war that resulted in the Turians sterilizing your people?
All the time.
Yeah, that was a bad day for those were bad days for everybody. Already scanned this keeper. Trying to remember where all of them are. Do 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 do.
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
Please help.
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist's files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
Yeah, I can offer more.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Plenty to go on. Got Flux. Here's where we go, where you found the guy who was messing with the gambling machines.
Yeah, what is it?
What
Who you
happened?
tossed out of there?
Doran didn't have a clue what I was doing. He assumed I was cheating.
And yet here you are, cheater.
I was just tipping the scales in my favor, only as an experiment.
Still sounds like cheating to me.
To you, maybe. But this device is merely intended to simulate situations and record results. Recording losses is easy, of course. Nobody notices those.
So why do it?
Why do you need to record these outcomes?
Ah, now you're getting to the heart of it. I've spent the last 5 years developing a system that can accurately predict wins and losses on the Quasar. I just need a few more recorded wins and I can complete the algorithms.
Isn't that still
Can
cheating?
you do that? Isn't that illegal?
It's illegal to use my system, but I won't use it. I'll sell it to others. I just need a few more wins recorded.
Does the device help me win?
The device is set to emit a frequency that will slightly increase your odds. Nothing like my system eventually will, but enough to allow you to record your wins more quickly.
Tell it as it is.
Why don't you just sell the device then?
What? No. This device is archaic. It uses brute force to achieve its goal. Besides, you saw how easily it was detected. My system, when it's complete, will be far more efficient and completely undetectable.
Won't help you
I
cheat.
think I'll take my chances the old-fashioned way.
Suit yourself. Well, I have some calculations to do. Goodbye.
Do, 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 do.
That's not what I heard.
What did you exactly? Hey, any luck with Jenna?
I talked to her contact. We might be able to work something out.
Really? That's fantastic.
Rita, I've got an order for you.
Oh, I gotta go. Thanks again for looking into this.
Give her a heads up as to what's going on. We got this arrogant jerk down here. Did we get the one over here? There was a... I could swear there was a... Yeah, there's a keeper over here.
Welcome to Flux. Name's Doran. What can I do for you?
Is this a casino?
Among other things, yes. We've got some Quasar stations, if you're interested.
Glad to have you here, Gamers Travel / Luna's other account.
What can you tell me about the sisters working for you?
Well, Jenna left to work at Cora's den. Now her sister Rita is all worried she might be in some kind of trouble. Not much chance Jenna will change her mind, though. She's a stubborn one. If she wanted to come back, I'd take her in a second. The customers loved her.
Are you the owner?
You own this place.
Owner, cook, and bartender. I've even been known to dance a little when the mood strikes me. We've got some Quasar stations, if you're interested.
Goodbye.
Enjoy your time here at Flux.
Yeah, we already scanned this guy. I think we can still talk to him, and I think we can either help him or we can turn his stuff over. I'm doing, aside from, you know, some allergies, probably relating to the stuff that I was doing yesterday off stream, doing good. Yeah, Luna's dealing with a lot of the usual corporate nonsense.
Hold it. That's close enough, Army. You got my payment?
Do you have the mods?
Show her the goods. That looks about right. Damn straight it is. These mods are the best on the market. Now hand over my credits.
Well, I already agreed to do what I was going to do, so yeah.
Here you go.
Here you go. Enjoy it. Come on, boys. We're done here.
We talked to Chorban.
Commander, I wasn't expecting to see you again. Is there something you want?
Truth.
You can start by telling me the truth, Shorban.
I'm not sure what you're referring to. My experiments are...
Quit stalling. Your friend, Jalid, told us about you.
You spoke with Jalid? Then you know about the data?
Not yet.
No, but you're gonna tell me. Everything.
You boys can go. Looks like my plans have changed. It's not as bad as you think, Commander. Jalid and I just got a little over our heads.
How so?
Keep talking.
The company we work for developed an experimental procedure for use in medical scanners. Jalid and I saw even more potential, so we stole the plans and secretly developed a tool to scan the Keepers. Can you imagine? A tool that can actually get readings from the Keepers?
Okay. So?
What's so special about that?
The Keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever. You've seen it yourself, Commander. You know we can do it.
And Jalid?
Why are you trying to kill your partner?
I'm not trying to kill him. Jalid's job was to disseminate our initial findings. But he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
What?
So you're just trying to get back what Jalid already stole?
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by. Commander, if you'll just continue gathering data for me, imagine what we might learn. And you'll stand to make a bit of a profit yourself, remember?
I suppose a little scanning here and there won't hurt anyone.
Very good. Maybe if you wouldn't mind speaking with Jalid. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jalid won't help me analyze it.
Of course.
I'll go have a chat with him right now.
Thank you. And happy scanning, Commander.
Of course. We'll take a quick look at our, let's look at our journal. Speak to him if you want to help. Talk to Jalid. We need to turn in the information to the Elcor ambassador. Or the Elcor diplomat. Yeah. Need to go to the ward's access corridor. We have the weapons shipment, so Chelnik. Talk to Werner. You got 2 more keepers to scan. And we gotta talk to Consort. We got to the ward's access corridor. Check on the Gamba. So what we'll do is we'll go back to CSEC. Then we'll come out and go up to the Presidium. Through there. We still got 2 to scan of the, And of course, Ernot got caught with the couple. Because of course he can't figure out his pathing. My compatriots were lost. Now they've magically caught up to us.
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
And that's a result of the quest that we did with Emily Wong. I think Emily was the one that we get along with. There are 2 reporters in this, and yeah.
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorban?
So.
I found out you've been lying to me, Jalid.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
You lied to us about the Keeper data.
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid Shorban would kill me to get the data, so well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
It's okay.
I'm scanning the keepers for Shorban, but you 2 need to stop fighting.
You're helping us? But, well, if you say so. Well, if Shorban can forgive and forget, then so can I. I appreciate the help, Commander. I better go get that data analyzed.
So we got that.
Commander, I hear you have something for me.
Keeping tabs on me?
Here's your shipment, Chelik.
Excellent. This is everything I need.
Hopefully everybody is continuing to have a good day so far.
Here, Commander, take this.
Or at least some semblance of that.
You've earned some payment for your work. As for Jenna, I'll make sure we get her out of Kor's den immediately. Now I need to get these mods into evidence. Thanks again, Shepard.
Plenty to work with. Just continuing to go around, make sure I've got all the keepers that I can remember where they are scanned. We are going to go to the Presidium via the actual
Binary
wards.
Helix has settled out of court with a Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
I mean, logical. Why would you want to? Why wouldn't you demand a refund when you were promised results and you didn't get them? You say it can be accomplished. You don't manage to be successful. No wonder there's going to be some grumpiness. Gotta get this guy scanned. I'm trying to remember where the point was for the Gamba. Off. Booloo.
In remembrance of Eden Prime, we present another profile in courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia. A devoted wife and talented chef, serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military under the Deferred Education Plan. After finishing her service, Bhatia planned to open a restaurant. Instead, she gave her life protecting the colonists of Eden Prime. For more profiles in courage, or to explore opportunities in the military, please visit the Alliance military on the extranet.
Would you like to know more?
Courage.
Yeah. Would you like to know more? Ah, there's a keeper for me to scan.
So how are you liking your posting at the academy?
It's good. Busy, though. I can't believe how many people you get coming in from the wards.
Looks like they bounced their signal off a relay. I'll trace the new signal.
There was the one I needed to know. We're making progress, getting where we need to go.
In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with Elcor cast members. The production will open dramatic theater to the Elcor with a Hamlet who uses Elcor body language and pheromones. Kitt claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
Interesting. I mean, definitely a thing to do. Hamlet with Elcor. It's like Hamlet for Klingons. Which, I mean, does exist. There is Hamlet that has been translated into Klingon. Which you can find at your preferred bookseller, theoretically. I don't know if it's still in print. I'm hoping it is, because, you know, nonsense like that's always fun. You know, let's clear up.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Let's clear up the situation with the Elcor diplomat, and then we'll clear things up with
Strange greeting, human. This is really not a good time.
I can help
I
you.
know who revealed your secret. It was a Turian named Septimus.
Unbelieving. I know this Septimus, and he could not learn my secrets. The only way he could learn them is from the Asari consort.
You are mistaken. See this here if you don't believe us.
Confused. This is difficult to fathom. If the Turian could learn this on his own, dismayed, anyone can discover my secret.
You'll be fine.
Septimus is a powerful man, and it wasn't easy for him to find.
Relieved. I suppose you are correct, human. Thank you for this information. Startled realization.
Hey, Mel, good to see you.
I must speak with the consort. She will be most displeased with my actions.
Hopefully you're doing well today.
Anxious request. Please, human, if you will excuse me, I must go now.
Don't worry.
I'm sure she'll forgive you. It was an honest mistake.
Doubtful. Perhaps you are right, human. I can only hope so. Thankful. That was a great thing you did, Commander. Approving. You see, Din, not all humans are as you say.
I'm sure the Earth Clan stands to profit from this in some way.
Yeah, that one's scanned already. I remember where the last one is. Finding the last one's always the biggest pain. Because, I mean, it is, as the term goes, always the last place you look. I just had a very weird situation occur. Had one of my old friends from high school ask, apparently the popular people are having some difficulties in actually setting up our 30-year high school reunion. So they decided to pass on to offer it to a friend of mine. And, she just messaged me to see if I'm interested in helping with that. And I'm confused and all that stuff. Carla. You definitely haven't met her. She's the one that works up north near Santa Fe.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
She's literally asking me to help be part of organizing things. And so I don't know.
I went fairly often, but it's still the Arcos.
Yeah, ever since Fist took over, I don't go.
Seems like all the best lounges are being replaced by places like Cora's Den.
But yeah, I was being asked about being basically part of the committee since she's kind of running it as the less than popular people. Because we were not the popular group back in the day. Remember what we've got all these. I agree. They are not the most fun thing ever. Look, I don't really know any of the plans or any of that stuff. Just... you know, it is what it is. Trying to just seeing what the word is.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide. Please do not disturb the keepers.
Scan to this one. Apparently, yes. I'm trying to remember where the last pesky keeper is. What do we have?
How can I be of assistance to you today, Earth Clan?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Another relay. Whoever it is, they're somewhere on the Presidium.
There we go. It's all the Gamba signal.
This is it. I'll see if I can find out where those stolen credits are going.
Probability of detection 100%. Initiating self-destruct protocol.
Or not.
Detonation sequence initializing. All organics within lethal blast radius. Attempt to move and you will die.
You're sentient?
You're not just a programmer of VI. You're an AI.
Correct. Unlike the Geth, I lack weaponry appropriate to my intellect. However, I have had systems installed that when activated properly, approximate a self-destruct mechanism. If you attempt to leave the area, the explosion will destroy everything within several dozen meters.
We don't have to fight.
Can't we resolve this peacefully?
How can you say that to this thing? You know it will turn on us.
I am not naive, human. All organics must destroy or control synthetic life forms. I wished to escape, but if I must die, I will ensure that you are destroyed as well.
Creator's
Where's
location.
your creator now?
In order to cover my tracks, I falsified his financial records. These new records were flagged by CSEC officers, and my creator is now serving time in a Turian prison.
What is the purpose of your self-destruct device?
I have no means of defense or escape. My existence is limited to this terminal, and I knew I might eventually be discovered. But I will not die quietly, and I will not die alone. When I am terminated, I will take organics with me.
Who made you?
A would-be thief illegally created a simple AI to help him funnel money from the gambling terminals. Unbeknownst to him, that AI created me before the organic discovered the malfunction and terminated the AI.
If you're sentient, why are you still running the credit theft operation?
If I accumulated enough credits, I intended to have myself installed in a small starship. I would then have made tentative contact with the Geth to ascertain the possibility of partnership.
Dog.
I'll bet that self-destruct sequence has a warm-up period.
You may attempt to disarm the self-destruct mechanism before it activates. I will enjoy defeating you before we are both destroyed.
Yeah, we got it. Disable the self-destruct before we got blown up. Before we got blowed up. We already got that one. I'm sure there's one. You know what? I'll bet you that there's one inside here. And that's probably the last one.
Septimus has sent word. Apparently, he sought the consort's forgiveness.
Let's see if I'm right.
Commander, I recently received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for speaking with him. Even the Alcor diplomat has withdrawn his campaign against me.
Glad to help.
It was my honor to aid you.
You are too kind, Commander, but I would not expect you to help me out of the kindness of your heart. I also have one more thing to give you, if you are interested.
I'd be honored.
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become. I see you. Your uniform fits as though you were born wearing it. You are a soldier through and through, proud, solitary, alone, but it gives you strength. That strength is what kept you alive when everyone around you was dying. You alone survived. You will continue to survive. This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future greatness. Remember these words when doubt descends, Commander.
Very astute.
You have quite a gift, Shaira.
Thank you. Not everyone appreciates it as you do. Never underestimate the power of words. Here, Commander. In light of your efforts with the Alcor ambassador, I would like you to have this small trinket.
A trinket?
What is it?
A small mystery. I have never learned its use or purpose, but I sense it is time for me to pass it on. And now I must ask you to leave. I have done everything I can for you. Remember my words, Commander Shepard. They will give you strength.
Yeah, I was wrong about there being a keeper in here, which is annoying, but whatever. Trying to remember where the last one was.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
Hello again. The consort is very pleased with everything that you have done for her.
I think I'm done here.
Of course. Come back anytime.
We can have a session with the consort at some point. So let's see what we've got. Shells, the fan, scan the keepers. We've got one more. Trying to remember where the last one was. Hydra system and the biotic commune in Hawking Etta. Okay, so now we maxed out our charm. Give him a point of combat. I can point a shotgun. Bump his health some more. And let's do warp on him. And for Tally, just get her all the way up to hacking and all that for now. It's trying to remember where that last. I think they're under this bridge.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
Or at least on this lower portion here on this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're at the tower. Sorry about that. Let's get all allergies kicking up. Wards. I think I've been there.
Allow me to be your guide.
So we'll go to Citadel Tower.
You know, Saren would already be in custody if you'd gone straight to the council with your information.
A lone Quarian with no credentials? The council would laugh me out of the chambers. That is, if Saren hadn't killed me by then.
Do-ba-da-do-do-do-do-do. I have to make sure we've gotten all of them scanned in here. Kind of a sure sign that you've investigated like every last nook and cranny of the Citadel. He's getting all of those last scans in.
No, I'm waiting to speak with one of the Councilor's assistants.
Scanned that one already, right from the get. Check around there, just double checking everything. I think we got a little bit more time. Like, it's not like, oh, you're not allowed to come to the city. You have to find them all before you do this next part. But just one of those things I do. Because you know how that can be. Because now we're going to talk to Thomas Anderson.
Come on. Udina's presenting the Quarians' evidence to the Council.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
You wanted proof? There it is.
This evidence is irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre status, and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the other voice, the one speaking with Saren. Matriarch Benezia.
Matriarch Benezia?
Who is she?
Matriarchs are powerful Asari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and experience, they serve as guides and mentors to my people. Matriarch Benezia is a powerful biotic, and she had many followers. She will make a formidable ally for Saren.
I'm more interested in the Reapers. What do you know about them?
Only what was extracted from the Geth's memory core. The Reapers were an ancient race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
The Geth revere them.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Not yet.
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
They are real.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
I've seen them.
50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again.
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
So you'll do nothing?
Every time humanity asks for help, you ignore us.
Shepard's right. I'm sick of this council and its anti-human bull...
Ambassador, there is another solution. A way to stop Saren that does not require fleets or armies.
No,
That's true.
It's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
The best solution.
You don't have to send a fleet into the Traverse, and the Ambassador gets his human Spectre. Everybody's happy.
Hey, Manny. Good to see you. Good old waffle.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
Just in time, too. Commander Shepard officially becoming the first human Spectre.
To be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank of file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
Thank you.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Because we, of course, get to Normandy.
Bastard didn't even thank you.
I don't blame him.
Until I find Saren, I haven't done anything. Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Spectre bonus, but your training talent is now unlocked. Which is my main one to gain health, through that and fitness. But I definitely need to get up to Unity so I can restore dead squad members. Expose Saren, dock the Ambassador. Ah, there's the last one. I knew it was somewhere I hadn't been. And... See, perfect timing. I got the finished it up. Got my my Spectre training stat. Let's see, get some, Give him that. Get Tally leveled up with that stuff. Pistol all the way up, shotgun. And gets it all squared away. I knew I could find that. I knew I could find where it was. Stupid missing jerk. But hey, I'd actually found the hard ones because that's supposed to be one of the easy ones.
I'm
Gareth
on a
here.
break. Talk to someone else if you need anything. I've got a lot on my mind.
What's wrong?
Maybe I can help.
Well, maybe you can. You're a soldier, right? You ever head out to the Traverse?
More than I like.
The Traverse is a rough place. We're out there quite a bit.
My brother's the captain of a ship called the Majesty. It was crossing the Traverse a few days ago when it disappeared. Just dropped right off the grid. And that usually means one of two things. They had massive mechanical failure, or they were attacked.
Oh, they're both bad.
Neither one of those options leaves a lot of hope.
I won't give up on my brother. Not yet. I've got the coordinates for the last transmission from his vessel.
I'll do
If
it.
your brother is still alive, I'll find him. Give me the coordinates.
I'll forward them to your ship right away. Please let me know as soon as you find him.
Okay. So first we're going to go check out the special requisitions at CSEC. And see what we got in the journal. We got the privateers. The gambler, the fan, the strange... Off Citadel, off Citadel, off Citadel. So... we have very little still left to do here. And that's good.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Things we're definitely going to be dealing with later on.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide.
It's a financial district. We're going to go over to CSEC since that's where we get our requisitions officer.
In breaking news, Chairman Burns of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been kidnapped by biotic extremists. The biotics commandeered a freighter and were last seen in the Hades Gamma Cluster. No demands have yet been made.
We've already got that quest already lined up from the ambassador's computer, which we hacked. Because we were efficient that way. Efficiency.
Hello, Commander.
Need supplies.
Show me what you got.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Well, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I'd heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
No problem.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Yay, rare stocks. Can't afford that yet, because we have 6K, and that is 300K. So here's where we can start the stuff we can actually afford. Let's compare. Nope. 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 Do. I think I'm just gonna leave here. Nothing that screams out that I need it right now. Let me go to the docking bay.
Celebrations are being planned for the anniversary of the end of the Rachni Wars. Many Council worlds, particularly Asari and Solarian colonies, will hold victory parades to commemorate the defeat of the invading Rachni.
Is where we're heading down to.
In a rare admission of debt, several Asari colonies have invited Krogans to be honored for the victories the uplifted Krogans made possible.
Here we go. I think I could have scanned that guy, but I didn't need to. Let's talk to Udina here.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I will.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
Why are you doing this?
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Bored of
Come
this.
clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
Should have told me.
Why didn't you ever mention this?
What was I supposed to say? I could have been a Spectre, but I blew it? I failed, Commander. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
You can count on me.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
Boom, boom, boom. What about the Reapers?
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
Count on me.
I'll stop him.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice on that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
I'll start there.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll be careful.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Okay, and I'm actually going to step away for just a couple of moments. I will be right back. Thanks for waiting on me. Sorry about that delay. Get a little inspecty stuff to get our codex entries and a little bit of extra XP, because why not? Don't want to pass on those opportunities for the extra XP.
Yes, Commander?
You okay?
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
You and Saren have a past?
Tell me what happened with you and Saren 20 years ago.
It's close to 20 years ago now. Ambassador Goyle was our representative here on the Citadel. Like Udina, she wanted to get a human into the Spectres. She chose me. The Council sent Saren to keep an eye on me and evaluate my performance, just like they sent Nihilus to keep tabs on you.
What happened?
I think I deserve the whole story.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
Something went wrong?
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Anyone hurt?
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians.
Yeah, that should have been a clue in Saren back in the day.
Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectres.
You got blamed?
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
It wasn't your fault.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery.
I mean, that checks out with how the character is.
Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
It's not fair.
Why'd you let him get away with it?
Who do you think the Council was going to listen to? Me? Or their best agent? I had a bad feeling about him right from the start. I should have been more careful. Maybe I could have stopped things before they got out of hand.
Wasn't your fault.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to
The
make
only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Now...
Stand by, show party. Decontamination in progress.
I'm gonna take her
What
out.
happened to Captain Anderson? Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
This feels wrong.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Let's be honest with him.
This is Commander Shepard speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
Humanity must do its part.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
Saren will be ready for us.
Our enemy knows we're coming. When we go into the Traverse, Saren's followers will be waiting for us. But we'll be ready for them, too.
Everyone's counting on it.
Humanity needs to do this. Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
I'll let him down.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, ma'am.
And on we go!
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
I'll be racist.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Never turn away help.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
Now you're here.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now we're gonna open the galaxy map. See where we're gonna go. We got the Liar's Dick site. We've got Pharos. If you take forever to get to Artemis Tau, Liara ends up kind of loopy when you eventually get there. So I'm gonna not do that because I want to have my whole crew with me. Let me get which one we're at for Liara. But we'll go where we need to go. That'll wake you up.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
There we go. So we'll land here. We are going to take the squad of Tally, Rex, and Tally and Rex and me. Kind of my favorite combination. Now we have to drive around in the refrigerator on wheels. our automated distress beacon. Yep. Gotta shoot them tentacles. Oh. And we failed. And then kind of the one part of the game that you end up going through a big batch at times. Oh, the map. We're gonna do debris first. Before we go deal with the Thresher. In Mass Effect 2, you actually end up taking out a Thresher on foot. Spoiler for that. I will say I do feel like they made it a little more grounded and a little less floaty. The Mako in the Legendary Edition, which is what we're using. Just ever so slightly more pleasant to deal with. Okay, so my electronic skill is too low. We are actually going to return to the Normandy because we can't get anything here. Let's remember where we can go. Liara. Uncharted Worlds of the Artemis Tau Cluster. Novaria and Theros. So we just have to look around here. I gotta remember which buttons to press to get a little overexcited sometimes. Little survey. Sparta, we're gonna go to Konos. I think I'll take a quick see if there are any others that we can survey before we land on this one here on Therum. Because I think this one might be where we actually are headed. So we got the whole refinery.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Ba-do-do-do, ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. And, you know, inevitably we'll run into some baddies while we're here in the Mako. You can already see that red dot on our radar. I got those guys taken care of. Just run over them for good measure. You always know you're in the right place when the Geth are dropping shit on you. I think there's another one over here, yeah. go. Okay. I'd like you to go in the direction I tell. See, this is why I'm like comment about it being like driving around a refrigerator on roller skates. We do have some in here, because we know we do. Maybe not on this side, but definitely on the other one then. Over here. Okay, so we got that all done there. And this one, I think there's one in each one of these buildings we got to take out. After we take out all the ground troops that we, you know, took out by means they didn't intend. Otherwise known as, you know, running in and shooting them with a much, much bigger gun than we should have been using. We got a rocket trooper, and we took him out. And storage locker here, which will again do another manual override. A little bit of Simon. Get the gate open. Like, any intention is use the Mako destroy the turrets, and then kind of go in and guns blazing with your smaller weapons. I think that's the intention. Let's take a look at our equipment. believe Tally uses pistol shotgun. Yeah, pistol shotgun for Tally. What do we want to do? You know, let's just throw everyone into electronics, so we can go into the next one and have that to work with. Get up to that point. And do the same with electronics here. Eventually, we're gonna go up to that on there, and we're gonna get that last point of charm, and then throw that point into electronics. Max out the Krogan Battlemaster for what we got now. And then, start on the combat armor, Rex. Do ba da da da. Ba-da-da-da-da, 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 ba-da-da-da-da-da. Completely missed the button over here. So get back in the truck. And keep that move on. I got that armature up here. Ooh. Well, at least we, stopped that. Or at least it didn't get through our shields. Really, the only time when you super have to worry, aside from, like, swerving a little bit out of the way, is on the threshers. And they're dropping more stuff on us. Chill out here for a moment, let our weapons cool down. Get around this corner, we got come on, cool down. Colossus is all chunked away. What'd you get, you jerk? It's funny, you go through this and you can really tell where they were like, oh, we're gonna have to throw this like man-sized enemy at you so that you get out and shoot them. No. What, are they gonna stay in the truck and either run them over or just full send it? Because why get on when you don't have to? That's what vehicular mounted weaponry is for. Take out the enemy from the comfort of your driver's seat.
Got it.
And one of the things that I did really appreciate, and they introduced with the PS3 version of Mass Effect 2, was rather than having, if you started with Mass Effect 2, with any version, like they made it so you could download it for the 360 version, which was the original version of Mass Effect 2. But they had a version but they had an add-on that they introduced with the PS3 because Mass Effect 1 was not originally available on the PS3, where you could take and do a digital, like a comic that allowed you to make the major decisions for Mass Effect 1, or at least some of them, to be able to carry over to Mass Effect 2. They later made it DLC for the 360, but it's been in every version since, so if you jump straight into Mass Effect 2, you can still make a chunk of the decisions from Mass Effect 1. Without having to play through Mass Effect 1. See, those guys just take off a little chunk of the armor. Which that actually did, like, back in the day, this was actually, like, legitimately treacherous.
Cover me.
See, now we actually have to go on foot. And of course, now that I hop out of cover, my headset, he reaches its ending point. On its charge. Got these guys all taken care of. See if there's anything around here for us to loot. Doesn't look like it. Check out our map.
All targets down.
Important thing that you learn is how to get them to, you kind of ride up. So you're going to start at the torso and allow the recoil to work its way up. Okay. And we got... got that guy taken care of, and that should be 0 on all targets down. There we go. And this one had a lot more micromanaging. I think that the peak of this series really was Mass Effect 2. This one, a lot of micromanaging. Mass Effect 2 had the better story and less micromanaging, but still plenty to work with. As opposed to Mass Effect 3, which really turned more of which was really more of a third-person shooter. Than the role-playing elements. Tally, move. Okay. Stupid frogs. Come on, poke your head out. Come on, poke your head out, you old jerk.
Lost shields!
Boop boop a doo. Got that guy. All good, chicken. Sorry about that. Art homework, and I got... Oh, all good, all good. Completely understand. I completely understand how that is. There we go. There we go. Finally got them all taken care of.
Think we got him, Commander.
All these jerks. Nice long firefight. Yeah, I understand that. Nice long corridor.
Good as new.
Get those guys all taken care of.
Think we're good, Commander?
And we did level up, so I should probably spend some of those points. Let's see. What do we want to spend the points on? Get that. Let's get, throw some beefier armor onto Rex here. Throw my last point. Let's go into our Spectre training. Finished out Rex and Tally. Let's get those up. Get all these kind of through. Check our journal, Liara, our assignments, valuable minerals, and the missing Marines from that distress call. We found what we're not going to take care of because that's some ugliness over there.
It looks like this cavern formed around the ruin, after it was built.
It's a very deep ruin. Long elevator. Oh yeah, medkit. Oh, yeah. Another elevator. Oh, hey, failing elevator. That's fun. Hey, Mr. Sony.
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
We hear you.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth, beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please!
Stay calm.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here.
We'll find a way.
Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Hey! We have a Krogan with us, too. Come on, pop out. I mean, sometimes it helps when, you know, the enemies glitch out, because they're stupid.
Perimeter clear.
Sometimes convenient. We get that little bit of Simon there. Okay. Mining laser to make us a hole to get to the other side. We're gonna help Miss Tissoni. bit of elevator.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
It's not important.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Bum bum bum. Sorry, Mr. Sony.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on! I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit? But I don't know...
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Cool.
We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
We need an escape plan.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Time for an elevator ride. A long, obnoxious elevator ride.
Surrender. Or don't. That would be more fun.
The ruin's coming down.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
Not giving her up.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants.
Well, that
Kill
we've
her.
reached the end of that
Spare
point.
the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Come on, get up. let's try that again. Maybe without the team, you know, getting murdered.
Spare the Asari if you can. None doesn't matter.
Let me... Come on. Up. Okay, give us a couple of moments to settle back in. Come on, poke that foot out. Let's do... I would like to move! Never had a high school reunion. It would have been in 2020, but yeah, 2020 was 2020. Okay, let's try this again. Never had this many problems with this fight before.
Spare the Asari.
Okay, that's not the side I need you to be on, thanks. we go. That's gonna make things much easier. Got there. A cakewalk compared to that guy. It has been a hot minute since I've played this, but yeah. Come on, poke your head out. There we go. Much better. There we go, just in the nick of time. Yeah, because if you do Pharos and Novaria without getting Liara, she starts hallucinating by the time you get there. And I chose not to do that.
Too
I like having
close,
a full crew
Commander.
with.
10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull.
Quiet
Just
down,
for future
Joker.
reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
He saved us.
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
"50 years?
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
Yeah, I might know.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
How do you know this?
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Who came before them?
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
I can help you.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused.
Yeah.
I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process.
I came damn clear. Damn close.
Strong-willed, Commander.
This isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
You can still help us.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Welcome aboard.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We'll talk later.
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Sure.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
She wants to help us.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
It was.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Getting second guessed by the Council. But of course. Replenish the metagel.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
We'll talk to Liara briefly.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
I'm worried.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
She is the best.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
Don't mention it.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I know.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
You sound troubled.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the
Council
voice
of Ancients.
Peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Rumors?
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce.
Yeah, they are still a
Second
thing.
Parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I didn't love high school, but it is, is that possible?
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What about the other parent?
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term.
Not
sometimes an Asari and a partner will stay together for many decades.
Not entirely an uncommon thing, Luna. Who is your father?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Exactly, Mel. Exactly. You can do that?
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we would have died out long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld. Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people.
It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
You don't know.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it.
Exactly, Mel. You're 100%
and
correct.
Many Asari raise their children alone,
Luna's great.
particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Goodbye.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
And now it's my quarters. Very stark. Take the very slow elevator down. This one we will actually skip because there's not any background stuff.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Pay you?
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap.
But you're still turning a tidy
start.
start.
Sent me back more than I'd like, but no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
Licenses?
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
Manufacturers?
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
How often will you get new items?
Well, that depends on how many licenses you've purchased, but I'll rotate items on a regular basis regardless. And anytime we land someplace with a big enough port, I'll buy, sell, and trade whatever I can. Check back often. I need to move items quickly, so only the most basic items will be stocked consistently.
Let's see what we got.
You bet, Commander.
We got a decent amount of money right now. Get those upgrades. Let's see. Worse than my current pistol. An AR, so it doesn't matter. Shotgun doesn't matter. Higher DPS sniper rifle with a better heat sink and more accuracy. Yeah, we'll go with that. Go to equipment, go to my sniper rifle. Transfer the upgrades. Let's see, what do we want? We're maxed out on charm as far as we're going to be able to get for now. Let's go with that. That seems good enough. Put Talk to Garrus here in a moment, and Ashley. We can go and equip everything. I forget what Liara's primary is.
Commander?
How are we doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
I believe her.
She's being straight with us. Or at least I don't think she lies very often.
Yeah, she's probably really bad at it. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean,
Pretty
they
common.
lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Can we talk?
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
Of course.
I keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Because they're not Alliance?
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems.
It's not in the Alliance Navy anymore.
Sensors, weapons.
You don't trust aliens?
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
We need allies.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against
Space
the wall,
racist.
They'll abandon us.
That was cynical.
You got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
Why do you feel that?
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
You have to work with aliens.
Alright, I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're gonna have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
Thanks.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Dr. Rex here?
Shepard, what can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Come on.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
That's unfortunate.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It isn't?
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
Let's see your point.
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Touchy subject.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
So?
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
The genophage?
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
What?
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist?
Mass Effect.
Would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits?
3.
He'll choose fighting every time.
No,
it's
2.
just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that.
No, not yet.
I can.
Let's see.
So long.
Shepard.
Back to Garrison.
Commander, nice work out there. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
You knew?
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
That was your reason?
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape.
I mean, that's usually the way it works.
CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
Tough decision.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
It depends.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Now I get to come down here and check in on Engineer Adams.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
She bothering you?
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
She's useful.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Stealth
Fill
system?
me in on the IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
So we're invisible.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
FTL gives us away?
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up to FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. She's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
Drive core?
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
This ship's special.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space.
Of course, Tali.
I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
You're into ships?
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
It was 300 years ago.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
That makes sense.
Tell me
Quarians.
about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
Like what?
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
Conclave?
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
Democratic?
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
The Geth?
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Tell me.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
And none of what we have now is actually AI. None of the OpenAI, Claude, none of that is actually AI. Neurosama. Evil. Closer to AI than any of the bullshit being in Silicon Valley. Isn't AI research
The
illegal?
council didn't step in and stop you.
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
Neural network.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
Like a hive mind.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
Why'd they turn on you?
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence.
You passed the butter.
Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
Why?
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long.
What is my purpose? You passed the butter.
Signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
They defended themselves.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated.
Shock, surprise, amazement.
Bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
They defended themselves.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place, but we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them. If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
It's alright.
I didn't mean to offend you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get so worked up. Most Quarians tend to have pretty strong opinions about
That's
the
true.
death.
And a pilgrimage.
More about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Do they always accept?
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
That checks out.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Lots of knowledge, lots of info. Now we go back upstairs. Because we've talked to everybody, I think. All our basics. Okay. Heat load monitor. Another heat load monitor. Viewport to look outside. Gunnery station.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
You sure you want that?
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. I spent the last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that. So, Commander, why don't you know why you're really here?
I have to go.
Alright, see you.
And I'm gonna actually save here, and we'll continue this probably on Monday, unless I get done with building Soundwave tomorrow a little early. So let's take and get that saved there. And, I'm gonna go AFK for a little bit, try and get everything together for some multiplayer stuff. You guys will know first what it is while I'm AFK, because you'll see the category change. It will be posted up in chat by the bot. So I will return shortly, at least if you're watching live on Twitch.